Hello and welcome back to the Fight for Liberty podcast. I'm your host, JJ, and I will be hosting this week's episode alongside my wonderful co host, Alfie. How's it going, Alfie?
It's going well. It's been a while.
Has been a while. We haven't been slacking per se. We've just been very busy. So we have been
Yeah, we have not forgot about you guys. We
No,
promise you that.
yes. And we should be able to be a bit more consistent now with the recording of episodes and releasing of episodes. We just had a busy last. How long has it been since our last episode? Over a month?
I'd have to check, but I want to say it released like uh yeah, about a month ago.
Oh,
We
May 31.
recorded less. Yeah,
Yeah, so May. So yeah, last couple of
yeah,
months we've been a bit busy, but we're here now. Um,
yeah. And we'll probably be a lot more consistent after the summer. It's
yes,
July 17th right now. We've just been very busy throughout the summer,
right. Yeah,
unfortunately, but
get into September and all that. It'll be a lot more consistent and less breaks, and then it'll probably dip again in the holidays, but then it'll pick back up. You know how it is.
yeah, that's usually how it goes. It was a little bit like that, like last Christmas that we had.
Yes, but we're doing our best. We have not forgotten about you.
Yes,
Anything else we need to address before we get into it?
I think we're good. I feel like there's something, but I can't remember.
Yeah, if we
But
remember, we'll bring it up later in the
yeah,
episode. So stay tuned in case we remember. Okay. Oh, this is episode 25 also. So it's a kind of a landmark of sorts. Halfway to
yeah,
halfway to 50.
yeah.
Congratulations to us.
Us.
To us. All right, starting out here with this first article. This comes from Fox News. The headline reads, Olive Garden becomes unlikely face of voter ID fight against restaurants policy gone viral. It says here Olive Garden's never ending pasta pass sparked an unlikely political firestorm after conservatives applauded the restaurant's photo ID requirement, arguing the policy is stricter than voting laws in some Democrat led states. That's pretty funny, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
Quote, Olive Garden requires ID to use their never ending pasta pass, but most Democrat run states don't require your ID to vote. So in America, our pasta deals are literally more secure than our elections. Maddening and hilarious at the same time. Robbie Starbuck, who is a conservative commentator, wrote that on X. Olive Garden's never ending pasta pass gives customers unlimited meals, but the restaurants require pass holders pass holders to present a valid photo ID matching the name printed on the pass when ordering. Oh, when ordering, I thought it was just when getting the pass initially. That is pretty strict.
yeah.
Um,
Makes
conser-
sense. Huh?
it does make sense, yeah, because you could commit fraud just like with voting.
Yeah,
Conservatives swiftly shared the restaurant's X post announcing the policy, praising it, and drawing comparisons to the broader debate over voter ID requirements. Quote, the never ending pasta pass is only for use by the pass holder whose name is printed on the pass. Passes are personalized and non-transferable. Pass holders must present a valid photo ID among the pass at the time of ordering, the restaurant posted. That was the announcement itself. Olive Garden takes their is it, quote Olive Garden takes their pasta pass security more seriously than Democrats take election security, said White House spokesperson Abigail Jackson. They told Fox News that. It's sad but true. Quote, the Save America Act is a common sense police. Maybe mint policy? Police. Common sense
yeah. Wait,
police.
what?
I assume that she meant policy here. This is also Abigail Jackson. But it's supported by the vast majority of Americans that will secure our elections for generations to come. The only people opposed seem to be Democrats in Congress. I wonder why, she added. 14 states and Washington, D.C. do not require most voters to present identification when voting in person. The SAVE Act includes Donald Trump's long sought voter ID and citizenship verification guardrails, which Republicans say is key to ensuring elections are safe and secure. Looks like the rest, a little bit more into the article, it's just a bunch of quotes of people saying the same thing about it being more secure than voting. But President Trump addressed the nation Thursday evening on, quote, free and fair elections, urging Congress to pass the SAVE Act. Quote, this is Trump. Quote, I ask you to pick up your phone tomorrow, call your representatives in the House and Senate, and demand that they pass the Save America Act without delay. Together, we will restore faith and confidence in our country. We will be bigger, better, and stronger than ever before, said Trump. Trump has tried to attach the stalled election legislation to defense spending, holding housing legislation hostage and playing Senate primary politics. Republicans are running against the clock to pass the stalled election bill before the party's midterm window narrows. And that is the end of the article. What do you think about this, Alfie? Overall,
I think that one statement was very true about the fact that the Olive Garden pass is stricter, that it's maddening and hilarious at the same time.
it sounds like satire, honestly.
Yeah. No, but I don't really see a whole lot of reasoning as to why someone would oppose it, unless I haven't looked into that specific bill myself, at least not in a lot of detail. There could be things that people say, or reason, maybe like a little thing in it, maybe like the primary reason for rejection. I did see some people like talking about how the what do you call it? Like the way to present it makes it so that like your driver's license has to match your birth certificate, which would mean married women who change their last name wouldn't be able to vote. But I think that aspect was just a flaw, and I think it was amended. But okay. I haven't seen like the updated version on that. I just know that's what some people were saying. But I think it's like birth certificate or an ID would be valid, or something of that matter. But other than that, I'm not too sure why people would oppose it. I mean, some people have called it racist, but I reject that fully.
I don't think it's racist at all. That just implies that what, getting an ID is racial?
Yeah, I mean,
no.
Just like at the surface level, just the idea of having an ID to vote, I feel like that's just common sense to the point where it's not even worth arguing.
Yeah, I agree. Again, you have to have an ID to buy alcohol. You have to have, you know what I mean? If buying alcohol is stricter than voting for who's going to run the country, that's
for
a problem.
Pasta.
Yeah, pasta is stricter than voting for who's running who's running the country. I find that to be very backwards. I don't agree with that at all, the way it stands now. So hopefully they pass. Again, yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about the entire bill to fully support it, obviously, but I support that aspect of it. I do believe it's kind of common sense. IDs should be required.
Yeah. Was it Trump who said anything about Olive Garden, or was it just people on Twitter or X?
Trump didn't say anything about Olive Garden specifically. He just talked about the.
Uh,
That would be pretty funny.
that would be funny.
He specifically makes a statement on it. No, he just made it. He was just talking about passing the act to secure that law as quickly as possible. Ideally before the midterms, is what it sounds like they're pushing for, which makes sense.
Yeah. I would like to see the bill again because I did kind of skim through it like a few months ago, just out of curiosity. I don't know if they updated it from then, but I'd be curious to see what the concerns are. I haven't seen really a lot of good, convincing arguments from the Democrats who oppose the bill.
Yeah, they're right.
Because I feel like if there was something major in the bill that was worth, you know, made it worth opposing, then it probably would have been mentioned. But then again, I need to look at it once again.
Yeah, yeah. We don't have it. We definitely don't have enough information on it to fully support it, but we also don't have enough information on it to fully be against it. So
Yeah, but just the bill aside, just the mere concept of an ID to vote, we
makes, makes sense.
that's just common sense.
I agree. Yeah, unless it is like you were saying with some complex. Oh, it has to match your birth certificate and this and that and this. And, if it's all that, then I would be a little bit more questionable. But if it's like any official document, like a birth certificate or an ID, like a driver's license or something along those lines, I think that should be sufficient.
Yeah, yeah. I live in one of the states where that's where you don't need a ID to vote, and a friend of mine who was 18 at the time. I was not 18 in 2024. They were able to just walk up and vote. Didn't have to confirm that they're 18. They just voted.
Could have been.
So
could have been.
that's
12.
pretty crazy. Could have been 12.
You never know.
Just a toddler walks up. No, but this definitely needs to be federal law to some degree. I'm not too sure about entirely getting rid of the whole mail-in voting, because I do think some people who are unable, people who are ill, elderly, that are unable to get up and vote physically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
It does. It did open the door to a lot of fraud.
yeah.
But
Oh yeah, definitely.
if they reformed it in a way, maybe where they were a little bit better with their system, then
Yeah, they're definitely.
I don't think they should do away with it though. I'm in agreement.
Yeah, I think there need to be more booths on election day,
Yeah.
because lines could get very, very long, and I can understand the deterrent, and maybe like there could be like an application that can be accepted or denied, like being allowed to mail in, just based on certain circumstances. And finally, election day should be a federal holiday,
Oh, that's a good idea.
because I do not think that people should have a whole lot of obstacles, because I feel like these obstacles lead to mail-in voting, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot of transparency with that.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, there's potential, is what I'm saying.
There definitely needs to be a reform of sorts.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to say on the topic before moving on to the next article?
I hope this passes, or at least if it's not as good as they say, maybe it has there's room for change, reform on that bill specifically. But I hope that passes, at least that concept
Yeah,
federally.
I agree. Okay, moving on to the next post. This comes from New York Post. Headline reads: Same-sex couple sues surrogate who refused to abort their 2-year-old son over a minor birth defect. Wait, 2 years old? We'll see what it says.
Oh, maybe they had the baby and then like kept it to themselves and then decided to sue.
I see. Like the son's 2 now, and they're like, "Why didn't you
Yeah,
abort
and
this?"
then like they decided 2 years after, let's sue this lady.
Oh, I see. I was like, it's a bit late.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we'll see what the article says. A Canadian same-sex. Oh, we're going international with this one. A Canadian same-sex couple is suing the woman who carried their now. Oh, there we go. Their now 2-year-old son, because she refused to their demand to abort the fetus because of a minor birth defect and a cleft lip. According to the suit filed in Ontario Superior Court in May and obtained by the National Post, the parents claim the surrogate didn't adequately keep them informed about the baby's health, put the child at risk, violated confidentiality, and caused them emotional distress. The exact dollar figure was not mentioned in the filing, but the mother, whom the outlet does not name, said the couple has indicated they're seeking around 600,000.
My gosh.
Quote, "You know, I'm a single mom, you know. I have a daughter, and you're basically suing me for my house. It seems very blank, expletive, crappy, we'll say. It's just awful," she told the outlet. Quote, "I just feel used. They didn't get the perfect child they wanted, and they threw me away." Unlike the U.S., where pay for surrogate mothers can exceed $100,000. I did not know that. That's interesting. Canadian surrogates are only reimbursed for receipted expenses they incur in bringing the pregnancy to term. Wow, that's weird. The
Yeah.
woman sh- the woman shared that once she decided to become a surrogate and her profile was posted on Surrogacy in Canada Online's website, she was inundated by dozens of prospective families, some of whom even sent her flowers. She ultimately decided on the same-sex couple and had in vitro fertilization using embryos from a donor egg and both of their sperm. So it's not even her egg. Interesting. The relationship started off strong, but soared in June 2024 when she told the couple about an ultrasound revealing the baby had a cleft lip, possibly a cleft palate, and a minor heart defect. She received a response from the couple asking that she terminate the pregnancy while she was in the Dominican Republic to officiate a wrestling tournament, leaving her, quote, devastated. Oh, so she was in the Dominican Republic officiating a wrestling tournament when she got contacted by the couple asking that she terminate the pregnancy. Quote, she that then left her devastated. Quote, "Considering that medical tests indicated that the baby has or is likely to have a genetic chromosomal or other abnormality or defect, and in accordance with Article 8.1a of our surrogacy agreement, we want to inform you of our wish that the pregnancy be terminated," the missive read. Although very difficult, this decision is free and informed. I think that's quoting. I think that's quoting what the couple said to the surrogate mother, right?
Right.
Okay.
I mean,
It doesn't make it clear.
based on the context,
Yeah.
that seems most likely.
Yeah. Okay. And then it says the surrogate said that she would
Wait,
have a.
when it says, hold on, sorry.
No, go ahead.
When it says this decision is free,
Free and informed. That's what threw me off. That's what made me question who was saying it.
oh, okay.
Do you think it's the
Yeah.
couple?
Yeah. I just, well, I was a little, what does it mean by, does it mean the procedure would be free?
Maybe it means the decision is free, like it's free to, like they're free to decide. Like he's making it clear that it's his decision due to the Article 8.5 or whatever.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know what the informed part would read as though in that context. I don't know. Free and informed. Yeah. Um, the surrogate said she would have agreed to an abortion if the child was unlikely to survive after birth, but would not abort a 22-week-old baby for what she felt was a largely cosmetic birth defect. The parents agreed to proceed with the pregnancy after doctors. The parents agreed. The parents, so that's the couple, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The parents agreed to proceed with the pregnancy after doctors at Mount Sinai Hospital said that the baby was generally healthy and had no major problems beyond the cleft lip. So they. Okay, so they then took back their decision.
Well, I think it was saying they agreed to proceed after the doctor said that just the baby was healthy and like nothing beyond the cleft lip. Because I mean, just the cleft lip would be. I mean, honestly, the whole thing is insane, but that'd be even more insane if it was just the cleft lip.
Right, but that this is in context. This is after they first made the request for the abortion. So this is them withdrawing
Right.
their request. Okay, so
Yeah.
they're agreeing to keep the baby now.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I'm assuming it flips again.
probably. I'm just trying to make sure we're following this. This is very like messy. There's so many parts to
Yeah.
this.
It's like the way this is written. It's a little confusing.
Yep. But tensions flared again between the surrogate and the
Oh.
parents after, oh boy, when she insisted on a home birth performed by midwives rather than at a hospital, as the parents requested due to the cleft lip. The child had breathing difficulties during delivery, but recovered when he was given oxygen, and that an ambulance was summoned to take him to the hospital. The report said. After the child got treatment, the parents took the child home and ceased contact with the surrogate, who asked them to cover about $10,000 in outstanding expenses, lost wages, transportation costs, and skipped contributions to her pension plan. The parents ignored her, leading her to take them to small claims court, where she learned her contract required attribution to settle any such dispute. She was then slapped with a lawsuit. What? This is insane. So they're like, no, we're not going to pay you anything. She's like, no, I want my money. They're like, okay, then we're just actually going to sue you instead. Essentially.
Basically, yeah.
Sally Rhodes Hinrich, owner of surrogacy in Canada Online, said the episode highlights why greater legal protections are needed for surrogate mothers in the country. Quote, what I find most difficult in this is that they are suing the woman who brought their son to them, she told the outlet. How is their son going to feel someday if he learns that? Very good point.
Yeah.
Bioethics professor at the University of Calgary, Juliet, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. Jukitson, I don't know, said the parents appeared to be punishing the woman, and that demanding an abortion under the circumstances raises additional questions. Quote, moreover, they earlier sought to end the baby's life for a medical condition that can be completely overcome by surgery and therapy, Juliet told the outlet. Quote, the questions arrive to whether it is in the interest of the child to be raised by these people. Very good point. That's the end of the article. Where do you want to start, Alfie? Or what do you have to say about this?
A lot to unpack here.
There's a lot to unpack.
I mean, like basically almost everything in this article. I'm opposed to. Um, I mean, starting with the surface level thing, I think it's just terrible that they wanted to abort the a baby over a minor little birth defect, little issue, health
Right.
issue.
Right.
Um, as I said there at the very end, that could be fixed with surgery, but I don't even think it's something that's like life threatening.
It's not at all. It can be in some cases,
Uh,
but the doctor made it clear that
yeah,
it wasn't.
yeah. So, um, I
Yeah,
mean,
there's
like,
so
the
much to
fact that they're
this.
trying to sue them. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's so many layers to this that
Yeah,
like are so wrong.
the fact she carried this child and then there was no complications other than the genetic defect that's not in her control. It wasn't her egg either. That's completely out of her
Yeah,
control. But there's no issues with the pregnancy, and she has not gotten paid for it whatsoever. And instead of getting paid, she's getting returned with this. She paused her life for 9 months for these people.
yeah,
This is outrageous. And yeah, I do question the reliability of the parents in this if they're willing to abort a child at all, but specifically under these circumstances even more so. I question it.
yeah. I don't know where this case is, if or did it say if like they were successful or not, or
I think it's still ongoing.
okay. I mean, that's just insane. I mean, that woman getting punished simply because she wouldn't abort a child with a minor health issue.
Yeah, I would say the only place in this that I would say the surrogate is in the wrong would be having the home birth after specifically being asked
Right.
not to. But that's not
Yeah.
enough to sue her for $600,000 or whatever it is.
Yeah,
And,
that's the
and
only part I
that's the only
agree
part.
with the
Yeah, the couple on.
or
Yeah.
disagree with the surrogate. Yeah. Or yeah, agree with the couple.
Besides that,
But
I think that the couple's in the wrong all the way, and I think that the couple should just pay the woman what she's owed and cut ties. You know, I think that this is insane. Yeah.
yeah, I definitely have issues with both abortion and surrogacy. I think these things, like a case like this, was kind of inevitable, like
Yeah.
just like bound to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I also have problems with both of those. I would even go as far as to say that same-sex couples should not be able to have to partake in surrogacy in this way.
I have some issues with also heterosexual couples.
I have issues with surrogacy in general,
Yeah,
same as you, but I would just say if it's going to happen, I think it should at least be restricted that far.
yeah,
That's my personal opinion on the matter. Because
yeah.
yeah,
I really don't like the idea of um, a woman going through term and just having to give the baby away and not even getting a mom. Like I think it's different like through adoption because like the I mean that they don't have parents to go to, but like with surrogacy you basically kind of have to like give that baby away, and I think that's wrong.
I do too. It's unnatural. It's like even
Right, yeah.
it's like a more commercialized, more bizarre version of adoption.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it feels very dystopian. It feels very odd.
Yeah, I was about to say that, very like dystopian kind of similar to one of those kinds of societies
Yes. And
where,
I mean, you can disagree with us. You can, support surrogacy regardless of. I don't think that this is as a political thing as much as it is just our personal take on this.
it's more moral than anything. But there's
Yes.
also some legislation aspect. Um, I mean, obviously, because this is becoming like a lawsuit.
Right, right. But I'm just saying this doesn't like reflect our political beliefs as much as our personal. This portion, whereas typically we're major focus is in politics and whatnot. This is one of the cases where we are straying away from that. We're looking at this personally, not from through a political lens, not through our political lens. And this is just where I personally stand, where I think I'm against surrogacy as a whole, and I think but if it's going to happen and you're going to remain it to be legal, it should be restricted to only straight couples, yeah, exclusively.
That's
Um,
fair. Yeah.
yeah, that's my stance on it. And I think that would avoid a lot of issues in general, and this issue as well could have been avoided. On this specific topic, I think that the couple should just pay the woman and then cut ties. Suing is outrageous.
Yeah. I really hope that this this couple doesn't win.
Yeah, I was trying to find
If they do, I think.
a name to see if there's a way to like keep up with it.
Yeah.
And I saw two other articles on it, but they were almost copy and paste of the one we just read. So I don't know if there's any information or if it's still just all private or what. But if you guys are if you in the audience are interested in keeping up with it and figure out a way to have like some personalized information to keep up with it other than the headline we read, please comment that down below because I am curious what comes of this lawsuit.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, the other thing too, I don't remember if I said this, but um, this case, and I think there was another case a while ago, just on the topic of like abortions because of the health issues. That also feels very dystopian, a eugenic like mindset.
Yes. Yeah.
That's another aspect that is wrong about this.
Right. I mean, abortion in general on a large scale.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Every
definitely.
every every aspect of it feels dystopian, but the
Yeah.
eugenics, I don't know of a better way to say it. To be completely honest, it's literally eugenics. It's choosing what you don't like and getting rid of it. Especially over a cosmetic thing, is it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. That whole article is
Yeah.
all. It's got so many layers to it, and all of them are bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard to break down.
That
Just that whole thing.
that poor woman. She should have picked the couple that gave her flowers or whatever. She said she had many options.
Yeah, she did not look out on this one.
Yes. Um. Hopefully hopefully this does not ruin her life because
Yeah, what was it, $600,000?
she's a single mother.
They
It
were
sounds like
asking.
she already has kids too. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I think she said she had a daughter. In addition,
it wasn't clear how much it was, but it says it's estimated to be 300 or 600,000. Excuse me.
they're seeking around 600. Yeah,
But it wasn't confirmed an exact number or anything. That's just the
I
estimate.
see. I see.
But yeah,
Still not.
yeah. Imagine trying to do something nice for somebody. Obviously, yes, there's some financial benefits to it. Clearly, she's not doing it purely because she wants to carry a baby. But regardless, she's still taking time away from her job and all that just to be slapped in the face with not only a lawsuit, but like a large, large lawsuit that will more than likely ruin her life if they win. That's outrageous.
Yeah.
So, moral of the story is don't be a surrogate to all the women.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's how you avoid this. Anything else you'd like to say on the topic?
Um, Not really. I want to see what happens next. This article was published like a few days ago.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I am curious to see how this or what the outcome of this is.
Hopefully it's positive. That's my hope.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 35 minutes. It seems like a pretty good time to wrap it up. What do you think?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. Finally good to get an episode out of the way.
Yes, we're back. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far. I mean, all the links will be in the description. Yeah, I mean, you know the drill. Like, comment, share your thoughts, email in your thoughts. If we said anything that was like factually incorrect, correct us. So we can we want to give the most accurate news we can.
Or if you have an opposing opinion, let us know.
Yeah, we're more than likely to have, or we're more than happy to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And with that, we end the episode.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. The fight for liberty.